Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Crafting with Ronda MC. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I will be showing you all how to make this adorable polymer clay keychain. It says love you more. It's got the gold around the edges. Okay, and then I made the little charm to hang off of it. All right, well, let's get started. These are the supplies that you're going to need. My baby, he's over there resting in the corner, keeping me company. All right, well, let's go over the supplies that you're going to need. You will need, to make this keychain, you're going to need some clay. I used the Primo Sculpey clay. I added a little bit of, this is white, the translucent, and a little bit of the silver Primo. And I mixed those together. You'll also need a little bit of some real fine glitter. I used the silver glitter, and I believe I got this from the Dollar Tree. It's just real fine glitter. It comes in different, it comes in a package, and there's like 3 or 4 colors in it. You'll also need a little bit of Pearl X to dust over top of your keychain. You'll use a template, whatever design you'll like. I used a stamp set that I had. I used one of the little teeny hearts in here. I used that. I used a straw to put a hole in the top of my keychain. I also used this, I'm not sure what it's called, but I use this. It's got the silicone on both ends just to smooth things out. And I've got this at my local nail supply store. I used my stamping block with the heart to stamp that down. I also used some cookie cutters. This is the one that I used to cut out the size for the keychain. And then I used a smaller one to put on top. Okay, and then I have my fondant roller that I use, and also some Sculpey transparent. This is the transparent oven baked clay adhesive. I use that to put my top part on my keychain. You will also need some Minwax polyacrylic clear gloss to gloss over your project once it's completed. You will need a head pin. You will need some beads to make your dangle charm. You will need a gold deco pin, a key ring, an 8mm jump ring, and a 16mm jump ring. And you will also need something to use for your lettering. If you have some small letters in a stamp set, you could use those. These I had, they're metal. They're made from metal. It's made by Impression Art. The name of the set is Juniper, and they are lowercase letters. This is what I used for the Love You More. These are just real tiny, small letters. The camera is really not going to pick it up. But like I said, if you have a stamp set that's really small, you can use that to put to stamp your words on. You could also use the end of a scribe tool to write. You could write your words yourself if you. All right, that should be it. All right, well, let's get started. First, we will need to mix in our glitter. We want to make sure we get this in here. It's going to give it some really pretty color. And I like to just kind of smush it around in there, roll it up really, really good. And then you want to pick up whatever's on your mat. And I'll put it in my pasta machine and run it through a few times to make sure it mixes in well. Now this looks like I need to add just a little bit more glitter. So let's put a little bit more glitter on here. You don't want to do too much, but you don't want to do, you know, not enough. So I'm going to mix this all in really, really good. And I'll run it back through the pasta machine. All right, this looks perfect. Now you'll want to use your larger cutter. I'm going to cut out my circle here. Then I'll take my silicone tool and just rub it around the edges. Make sure that the edges are nice and smooth. Again, I don't know what this is called, but this is what it looks like. Maybe if you guys know what it's called, leave it in the comment below for me. All right, so I'm just smoothing out. Make sure all the edges are nice and smooth. Now I'm going to take my straw and just cut my hole in the top. Make sure you leave enough distance, you know, for your jump ring to go in later. And this is what it looks like. All right, let's see. Now we want to take our texture mat. We're going to spray some water on this. I like to put water on it so it doesn't stick, okay? Mist it up really good. And then just put it on top. And I will take my fondant roller and just roll over this to give it a good impression. Now you'll see when I pull it up that in the center, I didn't put enough pressure. But the upper circle is going to cover that, so no worries. Okay, now let's dry up all this water that's all around. You want to make sure you get that off. I'm just using a paper towel to clean it up. Now let's cut out our smaller circle. We'll use a small cutter. And this one you can see it's just a little bit bigger than that one. So it gives it a nice offset. My baby over there, he is just sleeping away. The name of this color is Blue Russet. It's the Pearl-Ex mica powders. You just want to take your fingers and rub it on. Just get it all around. Now I've left a little bit of water here. I have to take the paper towel and dry that up a little bit. You want to make sure you have all the water off of your clay. All right, and just rub it around. You don't want it too heavy, not too light, just kind of, you know, make it shimmer. And it doesn't have to be real heavy in the center because we're going to be putting the smaller circle on top. Yeah, I think that looks just about right. I don't want to go too crazy with the mica powder. It gets everywhere. You have to be careful. All right, now let's take our center circle and we're going to put some of the Sculpty adhesive on the back. And this is what will make it stay on top. You can put wet clay to wet clay, but I just like to be double ensured that it's not going to come off. Again, this is the Sculpey the Sculpey adhesive. And I'll just put a little bit on the back and just kind of smooth it around with my fingertips. That looks like just about right. Okay, and we're going to place that down. Now, once I get this placed down, I like to take my tool that I do not know the name of and kind of go around the edges and make sure everything is nice and smooth and it's, you know, nice and secure. Now, also, when you start doing that, it tends to slide around a little bit. So just, you know, once you get it where you want it, just kind of keep making sure it's in place. See how it kind of moved a little? I just had to slide it back over and just push it down. All right, that's looking pretty good. Now where my fingerprints are or any of the excess, you can always take rubbing alcohol, and I'll put it on a Q-tip, or here I'm using a paper towel, and just kind of wipe it off, and it picks up any that you may have gotten accidentally somewhere. Now here I'm going to speed this up, but I am using the Empress Art metal die stamps, and I'm putting on here, it says love you more, and I'm stamping a small heart with one of my rubber stamps. And you could switch it up and put up whatever you like on there. And I'll use my tissue blade, and I like to bake this on a sheet of paper in my clay oven. And there you go, that looks nice. And smooth it out in a couple places. You know, once you pull it up, it tends to move just a little bit. So just make sure you have everything back in place. That's looking pretty good. All right, now I'm going to take the mica powder and just add a little bit to the heart. Like I said, it is a little messy. You have to be careful. I got it everywhere. I had to go back and clean some of this up. And here I'm just putting a little bit on the heart here. All right, and there it is. See if you can see any of that shimmer in the clay. See how it sparkles a little bit with the glitter in there? All right, now all we need to do is bake it. Once it is baked, we're going to go around it with the deco pen. We'll wait for that to dry, and once that's dried, you can put your polyacrylic on. And you just want to do a thin coat. It doesn't have to be real heavy and thick. I just put it on the front. You can put it on the front and the back if you like. I just like to make sure that that mica powder doesn't, you know, rub off. I know it has been baked on, but just to be safe. All right, now that it's all done, and we've got the clear coat, we've got the gold all around the edges. I think it turned out really cute. Love you more. All right, so now you want to take your 16mm jump ring, and we're going to put that on. Okay. All right, and there you have it. I think it turned out adorable. All right, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope everyone has a blessed day. Thank you.